Namaste. 1920 build array from permutation. Already we have gone through the approach 1. Now let us go through the approach 2, which is the in place. It means without using any new array, we are going to solve this particular problem. Now in this approach 2, why are we opting for the approach 2? Because in this specially we have our space complexity as big O of 1, which is a very better way, and we can also say that we are not using any extra space. I repeat, here we are not using any extra space. Now here, if you consider the approach 2 logic, now what is this? Try to think about upon yourself. What is this? Now this is nothing but your nums of I. Now again, what is this? This is also nothing but your nums of I. Yes or no? Now again, what is this? This is nothing but your nums of I. Next again, what is this? This is nothing but your nums of I. And with this, what I want to say here is, this is nothing but your given values. What are these? These are your given values. And I can also say that these are your old values. What are they? These are your old values. These are your old values. These are your old values, and it is your old value. Now this particular old values you need to replace. You need to replace it with a new value. Now what is your new value here? What is your new value here? Your new value here is nothing but what it is? Can you tell? Can you think? Try to think it once. Your new value is going to be, yes, very good, nums of I. This is going to be your new value. Next again, here also nums of, just a minute, yeah, nums of I is your new value. Next again, here also nums of I, this is your new value. And again here also nums of I, this is your so called new value. These all are your new values. Now the idea is simple. Already it is given nums of I. That particular given nums of I, you need to replace it with nums of I. Now your particular nums of I is the new value. Now how you are going to do that? How you are going to do that? Before going into that particular explanation, just see a simple kind of magic or something like game. Let us consider 7 is your old value. Let us consider 7 is your old value, and let us consider 9 is your new value. Let us consider 9 is your new value. So wherever 7 is present at that particular place, you want to replace that particular 7 with 9. At that particular time, what's the trick? What is the strategy you need to follow? The strategy is simple. The strategy here is, you need to do something like your old value plus any maximum number now you have to take. Are you getting my point? Any old value, and now here plus any old value plus maximum number, any maximum number multiplied by your new value modulus with the same max value. Is that clear to everyone? Just observe here. Yeah. Now suppose, let me consider the same equation. Now what I am going to do is, I am going to substitute it something like 7. Your old value is 7. Let us consider randomly that your max value is something like 10. Like, it must be some biggest random number. that max value must be some big random number. Now let me take it as 10. So what it will become? 7 plus 10 multiplied by 9 modulus 10, right? Now what it will become? 7 plus 10 multiplied by, so what is 9 modulus 10? Smaller number modulus bigger number will always gives you smaller number. So you will get here 9. Now this will result into what? 90 plus 7, and this will become your 97. Now what you are going to do is, observe here carefully. In this particular scenario, instead of keeping 9, what you will do is, simply you will do 97 divided by your max value. What is your max value? 10. Now don't you think this is the same value as 9? What is your 97 divided by 10? It is nothing but 9. So this is the trick, and this is the simple crux of this particular logic. So now in the same way, now what I am going to do is, as usual we know that the first line of code is going to be int n is equal to your nums dot size. This is going to be the first line because it is related to the arrays, and wherever the problem is related to arrays, this is going to be our first line. Yes, this is going to be your first line. And now what you are going to do? Obviously, you are going inside a for loop, and in that particular for loop, now what you are going to do is, now you are going to apply this particular logic, the one which we have just now discussed, which is nums of I is equal to your nums of I plus any random max value multiplied by new value. Are you getting my point? So what is your new value here? What is your new value? Already we have discussed. Our new value is nums of I. This is your new value modulus with your random max value, modulus with your particular random max value. This is what you are going to do in your particular first iteration. This is what you are going to do. And see, you can ask me that, sir, what about the random max value? How you can take it? See, it depends on the constraint. If you can observe carefully, it is given something like, till 999 it is given. So what you can do is, you can take the max value as, if you see the constraints, you need to take a max value which is greater than this particular stuff, 999. So which is greater means, for being in a safe side, I'll plan to take 1001 as the random max value. Okay, it all depends on the constraint, right? Now again what you will do is, now this time again you will take a second iteration, which is a second for loop. It is not any nested, right? Separately you are taking, like you are coming out of this particular for loop, and again you are writing your new for loop, and in this simply you are going to do nums of I is equal to nums of I divided by your max value. What is your max value here going to be? Obviously 1001. And now again you are coming out of this particular for loop, and you are going to return what? Simply nums. Get my point? Now let us come to the compiler, and come on, let's code it. So now let me write here int n is equal to nums dot size. Now let me write here, for int I is equal to 0, I less than n, plus I. Now let me write nums of I is equal to nums of I. See, this is your old value. Now you are simply applying the trick, that's it. Now what is that max value you are taking? It's nothing but 1001 multiplied by your new value. What is the new value? Which is that new value you want to replace it? So that is nothing but nums of I modulus again your max value. That's it. Now again you are taking another for loop, and here again you are writing int I is equal to 0. Next again I less than n plus I. Yes, now what you are going to do? Now you are going to retrieve your particular new value. How? Nums of I is equal to nums of I divided by your max value, that particular max value, which is nothing but 1001. And now return nums. That's it. Now let us run it and let us see whether our public test cases are satisfied or not. Yes, here our public test cases are clearly satisfied. Now let us hit on the submit button. Yes, and now let us see whether our hidden test cases are satisfied or not. Yes, undoubtedly our hidden test cases are here satisfied. If you can observe this particular thing, now here our hidden test cases are satisfied. And in this particular thing, again, as I have said in the initial introduction of this particular video, that the space complexity here is big O of 1, which is a very great optimal solution. Namaste. Stay tuned for upcoming lectures.